Good morning one and all, present over here. I, Hina Gupta, Assistant Professor from Maths Department. Today we are going to discuss Unit 1st. The name of Unit 1st is Set, Relation, Function and Theorem Proving Technique. The topic on which we discuss today is Introduction on Set Theory and its type. This is lecture 2nd. Here are some outlines on which we discuss today one by one. First is real life example. Second one, introduction of set, definition of set theory with example. After that we discuss about representation of set, types of set with example, countable set and uncountable set, exercise on topic, learning outcomes and references. So, these are the outlines on which we discuss today in this video. First, we are going to discuss real life example. The concept of set is fundamental part of every branch of mathematics. Set has proved their importance in relation and function, geometry, sequence, probability. Sets are usually used to represent, collect and study similar data. Data is a very important aspect in today's life. We know that this. After that, properties of the natural and real number can be derived within set theory. So, here these are the applications of set. Now, some daily life examples we can use in school bags, shopping malls, universe, playlist, rules and collection of natural number, set of integers, etc. etc. Now, we are going to discuss set theory. The definition of set says a well-defined collection of distinct objects is called set. The objects are called elements or we can say members of the set. Usually, sets are denoted by capital letter. For example, A, B, C all are in capital letter up to X, Y, Z. And the element of set are denoted by lowercase letter. For example, small a, small b, small c up to X, Y, Z. So, this is the introduction of set. Now, come to example of set. Example number first, month is a set of all days. Now, consider a set January is equals to 1, 2, 3 and up to 31 because we know that the month of January has 31 days. So, here January is a set and 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 31 are the elements or we can say member of the set. And one thing I want to say here, the all elements 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 31 all are different. We cannot repeat the elements. Now, the second example, the set O of odd positive integer less than 10 can be expressed by capital O is equals to 13579. This set consists of all positive integers and all the integers are less than 10. Now some useful notation. Here a set A, capital A, which is equals to small a, small b, small c, having 3 elements A, B, C, and all are different. Then small a belongs to capital A. We can say A is an element of A. And the second one, D does not belongs to capital A. We can say D is not an element of A. So this is the useful notation. If elements belongs to the set, then we can say it's a member of the set. Now come to the representation. Set can be represented by two methods. First one is roster form, or we can say tabular form, and second one set builder form. Now discuss one by one. First is roster or tabular form. The definition says the set is represented by listing all the elements comprising it. The elements are enclosed within braces and separated by comma. Now this is the definition. In this form, the set consists of elements and these elements are separated by comma. Then this type of form we can say it's a roster form. Now example, set of all vowels in English alphabet. Here capital A is the set which consists of 5 elements A, E, I, O, U. Here 5 elements are there and all are different. Now in second set of odd number less than 10. Set of odd number less than 10. Here the capital B is the set which is equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This set consists of 5 elements and all the elements are less than 10 and having odd number. Now the second form is set builder notation. The set is defined by satisfying a property that elements of a set have in common. This is the definition of set builder form. For example, the set A, E, I, O, U is written as A is equals to X such that X is a vowel of English alphabet. We can write in set builder form. And the second example, the set 3, 6, 9, 12 is written as in set builder form A is equals to X such that X is a natural number and multiple of 3 and X is less than 15. So these are the examples of set builder notation. Now types of set. Set can be classified into many types. First one is finite set. A set which contains a definite number of elements is called a finite set. Example, S is equals to X such that X belongs to capital N. Here, capital N is a set of natural number and 70 is greater than X is greater than 50. Now this is the set which consists of natural number and range is given. X should be greater than 70 and less than 50. So we can easily understand this set consists of finite number of elements. That elements we can count easily. Now come to second example. Capital C is equals to X such that X minister in parliament. This is also an example of finite set because in this set a finite number of members are there. So these are the examples. Now come to infinite set. A set which contains infinite number of elements is called infinite set. Now come to example. Example number first is consists of set capital S is equals to X such that X belongs to capital N and X is greater than 10. We know that the set N, the set of natural number, consists of infinite number of elements. So this set comes in the category of infinite set. Now the second example is stars in the sky. This is also one of the example of infinite number of sets because in this set infinite number of elements. Now the third one, capital A. Capital A is equals to X such that X is the number of points in a plane. So this set is also an infinite number of points in a plane. So this is also one of the example of infinite set. So this is finite as well as infinite set. Now come to singleton set. We can say singleton set as unique set or one point set. The definition of singleton set is a set which contain only one element. Then we can say it's a singleton set and denoted by S. For example, capital S is equals to X such that X belongs to capital N. Here X is greater than 7 and less than 9. So this set consists of an element which is greater than 7 and less than 9. So only one number is possible in this case, which is 8, because 8 satisfied this property. So this is the set which are having only one element. Then we can say it's a singleton set. Now we can take another example. The set of points of intersection of two lines in a plane. We know that when two lines intersect, there is one intersecting point between the lines. So there is also an example of singleton set, or we can say one point set. Now come to empty set or null set. A set which does not contain any element is called the empty set or null set. A null set is represented by the symbol 5. Now take an example. Capital S is equals to X such that X belongs to capital N and X is greater than 7 and less than 8. We know that it is impossible because there is no number which is greater than 7 and less than 8. So this is an impossible event. So in this case we get 5. This set does not contain any element. Now come to equal set. If two sets contain the same number of elements, then we can say it an equal set. Suppose a capital A is the set which are having 3 elements 1, 2, 3, and capital B are also having 3 elements 4, 5, 6. So both the sets we can say equal because these sets having a same number, same element 1, 2, 3. For example, if capital A is equals to 1, 2, 6 and capital B is equals to 6, 1, 2, then both the sets are equal because every element of set A is an element of set B and every element of set B is an element of set A. So we can easily consider from here so we can see in capital A 1, 2, 6. These are the element of capital A and in capital B 6, 1, 2. All the elements belongs to capital B. So all the elements of set A is equals to every element of the set B. Then we can say in this condition it's a equal set. Now come to equivalent set. The definition says the cardinalities of two sets are equal, then they are called equivalent set. The cardinality means number of elements in the set. Now take an example. If capital A are having 3 elements 1, 2, 6 and capital B are having also 3 elements 16, 17, 22. So they are equivalent as cardinality of A is equals to cardinality of B. If a set having the same cardinality, that means if a set consists of equal number of elements, then we can say it's a equivalent set. Here we can easily understand cardinality of A is 3 because A consists of 3 elements and cardinality of B is also equals to 3 because B consists of also having 3 elements 16, 17, 22. So we can say it's a equivalent set, both A and B. Now countable and uncountable set. We know that non-empty set having two types. First is infinite and second is finite. Now, infinite is also categorized into countable and uncountable set. In the another way, finite is also a countable set. Now, first is countable set. Definition of countable set: if there is one-to-one mapping between the elements of the set and a natural number, then we can say it's a countable set. If there is a one-one mapping between an element of the set and natural number, only in that case we can say countable. A countable set is either a finite or countably infinite set. For example, the set of natural number is countable. Empty set is also countable, and the set of rational number is also countable. They are seem to be infinite, but they are countable. They are countably infinite, because we can define a one-one mapping between the set of elements to natural number. So these are the examples of countable set. Now come to uncountable set. If there cannot a one-one mapping between the set of elements and a natural number, then we can say in that case it a infinite set. Or uncountable set. An uncountable set is an infinite set. Now we can understand by an example. The set of real number is uncountable set, because we know that between 1 and 2 there are infinite number of elements. 1 and 2 are real number, but there are infinite number of elements between 1 and 2. So this set is uncountable set. Now take another example. The interval open interval 0, 2 is also a uncountable set, because we cannot count the element between 0 and 2. 0 between 2. So these are the examples of uncountable set. Now this is the exercise for you, and you have to do. It's totally based on the set theory. Now learning outcomes. What we have learned from this video. In this video, we learned about the concept of set and what is well-defined object. So this is very important to know. We also understand the concept of countable and uncountable set. When we can say it's a countable set and when we can say it's a uncountable set. Apart from that, we also understand the representation of set and its type. Set are having different types: equal set, infinite set, equivalent set, and two types of representation. First is roster form, or we can say tabular form. So we have also learned about this, and in second half we also learned about set builder notation. So this is the learning outcomes. So here are some references which I have used to make this video, and this book is very good to build our concept about discrete structure. And this is the last slide for my set. Thank you for listening, and in the next video we will discuss about subsets and this text. Thank you and keep watching on.